Hey folks, it's another day that started with nothing across most of the valley, but if you're in the western part of the valley, you might have heard those rumbles of thunder. You might have picked up some early morning showers. That's what it looked like on satellite and radar this morning. We'll go back and watch. Here comes the stuff in from the west. Wait for it. Right there it is. And then it hit the cap, and that was the end of that. So the cap held again across most of the valley, and rainfall totals were pretty light, mainly out in the west, nothing east of I-69C. If you take a look at the rainfall totals estimated by Doppler, everything under a half an inch, in most places even less than that. So a brief shower early in the morning, and then that was the end of it. This is again what it looked like on satellite during the daytime today. All that stuff has since moved out, and Future Track says it stays quiet tonight and into the daytime tomorrow, but all that stuff, that was fog. It'll burn off though, and by afternoon it is just partly to mostly sunny and hot. High temperatures tomorrow afternoon near 100 degrees. This will be a near record setter or a record setter for most of the valley again tomorrow. I guess the rest of the news is a weak front does come in on Saturday. Could trigger a brief isolated shower, but not much. But it will cool temperatures off anywhere from 8 to 10 degrees, which, you know, when you're starting at 100, you're still going to be 90 even behind the front, maybe even warmer than that, but at least an indication of a cool down. We go 100, 89, and then back to 90 by the time we get to Sunday. So at least we're closer to that 30-year average for this time of year, which is 87 degrees. And the rain chance is a very slight chance with that front Saturday morning, but maybe a brief shower. Probably nothing more than that. You may have noticed the air quality today, especially in the lower valley, has gone into the unhealthy range. On a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the worst, that's a 4. Everybody should limit outdoor activities. Sensitive people should remain indoors, sensitive to problems in the atmosphere. And boy, we had that today. Upper Valley air quality is a little better because of that front coming in and kind of pushing things out of here. Here's your air quality forecast. Expected to go back to moderate for tomorrow and Saturday after being unhealthy. But I think the forecast has been underdone on this. I think it may be worse than what the forecast is calling for. That's certainly a possibility. Look at this. We'll track the smoke. This is just a map of the valley with the smoke layer turned off. Now watch carefully. Going to turn it on. And look at all that gray stuff that shows up. That is the smoke. And if we zoom out, you can see where it's coming from. The fire is burning down in the crescent down there in central Mexico, southern Mexico and Central America. And all that smoke gets pushed up into the valley. As we come up into the daytime today, there's plenty of it there, but notice it's thicker along the coast. If you look, you can see more of it along the coast, and that's why visibility of the island is way down. Port Isabel showing about 7 miles at the airport, but you could see from our Sky 5 camera earlier that on the island, visibility is even less than that. While in the upper valley, it's back to the normal 10 miles. That will probably drop off again. The system that came through today is the same system that brought the severe weather to the deep south yesterday. That front moves back to the north as a warm front. So after some early morning fog, it turns sunny and hot tomorrow. Another front Saturday morning, a little cooler, but maybe a little less humid, more importantly. Mostly sunny on Sunday, still warm but less humid, maybe a break from the smoke, but smoke will come back in as that wind turns back around to the southeast. So tonight, 70. A little cooler than last night. Patchy fog's a possibility. Then tomorrow we may some fog in the morning, but then we're back to 100 as an average high. If that happens, that'll be McAllen's 5th day this month at or above 100, which will be a record for the month of April. Here's a look at the next 7 days. 100, then 89, then 90. So it drops 10 to 11 degrees. Some of the models are now saying Saturday maybe hotter than that, and then look at next week, back in the 90s again. We expected this week to be hot. It has been, and it looks like next week, pretty hot as well. That's your updated First 1 5 AccuWeather forecast.